Hi everyone, and welcome back to the studio. For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Sophie, and I make music. I'm a music producer and mix engineer, and today I'll be taking you guys through the different stages of how I personally mix songs. For today's video, I'll be mixing a song by Debbie Morena called Trophies, and by the time this video comes out, it probably hasn't been released yet, so, you know, exciting stuff. So, the first step to anything is organization. In the following clips, you'll see me renaming tracks, listening to each one, and basically just getting a feel for the song. Today we're going to be working on Deb's new song, Trophies. So, it's her first produced song. I mean, she did the beat and everything. I'm just going to be mixing it. Okay, and then this one. This is some plucks going on here. It's the bass. This is our snap combo. Love this, actually. Very atmospheric. So after I rename everything and arrange the tracks, I like to put them in subgroups and buses so that I can control and process these elements together. This helps with organization and provides a clear separation between each part of the song. Let's go ahead and put this all into a new track for our melodics, because that's how I like to organize things. So yes, melodics. Boom, bam, turn that into a routing folder. Yeah. And you guys, you'll go inside here. Yeah, we're organized. Turn this into a routing folder. Put you inside there. So now we can close the folder. Wow. So after labeling my subgroups, I move on to color coding. And this just adds another layer of organization. This is just so that when I look at my screen, I know exactly what I'm looking at. I know which track is which. And honestly, just let the following clips speak for themselves. Yay, colors! I love colors. Right now, we're gonna be doing something pretty fun. We're gonna be color coding. I know. I'm just a girl. I like my colors. Anyways, I'm just trying to have as much fun as I can right now before we get to the listening part over and 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 over again part. Stuff like choosing the colors and organizing tracks are just so fun for me. This is a good start, and we can actually get started with melodyning. Alright, we got coffee, we stretched a little bit. We're about to melodyne this.
Just a little,
yeah, that's better, you know?
Just a little, you never made me feel like I was special. Wish I knew much better. I was just, I was just a I was just a gave it a shot and then you give up.
Nope.
I gave it a shot and then you give up.
Give up.
I gave it a shot and then you give up.
Let's move on to the next part.
You do you.
Okay! Oh my gosh!
You.
Oh! Yeah, fuck it up, man. Oh! My gosh! Alright. That's the main vocal.
Alone, you were disrespectful. Just a little. You never made me feel like I was special. You could have been more thoughtful. My feelings never mattered.
So, what is vocal line? This is a little mystery tool that's perfect for backing vocals and just making things tighter. Just adjusts it, micro adjustments, and just warps it a little bit, you know, that kind of thing. Vocal line is just to match timing for your different tracks, vocal tracks, things like that.
Real talk, I gave all I got, I gave it a shot, and then you give up.
Very slight difference, but those small differences are what add up and become the song. Anyways, I think I'm gonna have to end for today. Hopefully we can get to a mix 1 by tomorrow, but if not, probably gonna take it home. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that is vocal processing for today. I'm very happy with what we have. We melodined everything, auto-tuned everything, and vocalized everything, so I could not be happier. We shall continue the mix tomorrow. Alright, that is it for today. Bye-bye. Yesterday we finished up melodining and all of the vocal processing, and now we can actually start the mixing stage. Okay, let's get it started. But basically, gain staging, we're gonna be using the VU meter to make sure that all of our tracks are going in at a healthy signal level, usually around negative 15 LUFS or 0 on the VU meter, so we're going to be using that as our ruler. Yeah, it's just easier to measure with VU because you just need to make sure it's hitting an average of 0. Why do we do this? So that all of our tracks are kind of coming in at the same level, that our plugins and everything will work the same, will be reacting in the way that they're supposed to. If we have the right signal level, a healthy signal level, we don't need to move the fader as much. This is the fader, guys. I just have this free VU meter plugin. I just have it on the master bus, and we're just gonna solo each track. So this is the lead.
You've been on my mind just a little, thinking about the times I could've left you. Hitting all time low, I'm better off alone. You were disrespectful, just a little. You never made me feel like I was special.
Girl, why is there a This is okay, so now I already know some of the problems that we need to fix. I didn't hear this the first when I was, listening to the song at the same time. We're gonna do the same, adjust our clip gain for our instruments. I think that should be it for now. We are gonna go make another copy of the session because it's always good to have copies of the session so that you can always go back to it and have several versions. I think I talked about this the other day. I hope I did. Alright, so now we're gonna set the levels. And how do we set the levels? What exactly are we aiming for here? We got everything to a relatively uniform level by adjusting the gain, but now we're gonna be adjusting the faders to balance how loud everything is, what we want to focus on, and we're gonna be turning everything down and then bringing them back in. Alrighty. Okay, I kind of like where we're at right now. By listening and bringing everything back up to a level, I'm now noticing things that I want to fix, especially with the vocals. I'm realizing that there's a lot of background room noise, a lot of really boxiness. We're definitely gonna be cleaning up these vocals because there is a lot of room noise on there. We're gonna put a noise gate and we're gonna be making it shine like we do. Actually, another way that you can do it is you set your volume really low. So monitor it at a level that is super, super low. And then figure out which one, if there's an instrument that's louder than everything else and really overpowering, this is how you'll see it, is if you lower your monitoring volume and just listen. Actually pretty satisfied with that. Like I was saying, everything before this the melodining, the auto-tuning, the vocal processing, gain staging, and setting levels, those are all like you need to do those in that order. Now that we have all of those like basic steps done, now we can get into the more creative stuff where it's like super subjective now. Hold up, I'm gonna be back. Just give me a second. Can you watch my friend for me? Thank you. Hold on. I'm trying to show you guys the Drunk Instead notes I took. 'Cause, that's pretty interesting. Oh, there it is. So yeah, the Drunk Instead mixes. Writing things down has always been helpful for me.
Hitting all time low, I'm better off alone. You were disrespectful. Just a little. You never made me feel like I was special.
Right, I'm gonna finish up my notes once again, or just like finalize it before I show you guys. So this is what I have so far.
A few moments later.
Here, right? In this little diagram thingy here, it's a little bit. I feel like this is something that only I can kind of understand. But you see this thing over here? So this is what I envisioned while I was listening to the song. So as you can see, the vocals and all the vocals are kind of just like in the middle, and they're all so close together it becomes hard to read. And then in this new one, which is the goal of what this here is the goal, what I hope to achieve with this song. So the vocals nice and separate, the backing vocals left, right, and then one in the middle to like glue it together. The keys surround the vocals left, right, and center, and the bass and the drums are in the middle and support everything. So that's what I want to accomplish through this mix. So most of the things that I want to fix here are in the vocals because that's like the most important part of the song. So we want to make sure that those are clear. Those are, as easy to read and understand as possible.
Yeah. Learn my lesson.
Hold on. Yeah, okay. I didn't hear it earlier because I didn't turn it up too much, and it was kind of buried by everything else. But there's a lot of room noise here, so we gotta noise gate that.
Hitting all time low, I'm better off alone. You were disrespectful.
Girl, there's a fan in the back. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit interesting to work with.
My feelings never mattered.
You guys hear the fan noise?
Oh, my feelings never mattered.
It's gone. Oh. If you guys watched my last video, this is like my standard vocal chain. Noise gate, de-esser, EQ.
Real talk, I gave all I got. I gave it a shot, and then you give up. Real talk, I gave all I got.
You wanna keep this.
All I got, I gave it a shot, and then you give up.
And then slap on like a Moog.
Made me so sad.
There's so much air here that I would like to get rid of.
Made me so sad.
It's that air, it's killing me. I wanna get rid of it. Yeah, it's the instrumentals also that are contributing to this muddiness. So let's fix that.
You didn't love me. You made me so sad. You didn't love me. Real talk, I gave all I got. I gave it a shot and then you give up. Real talk, I gave all I got. I gave it a shot and then you give up. You wasted my time. I was just a trophy. Wasted my time. Just a trophy. I gave all I got, I gave it a shot, and then you give up. Real talk, I gave all.
You know what? Is not that bad. Anyways, so we took a little bit of a break from working on this because I wanted to be able to come back to the mix with a fresh mindset. Saw some problems that I didn't notice before. Now, this would be a different story if this was like client work, right? But since this is a project that is a collaboration, me and Deb are just kind of like taking things slow. You know, I'm free to work on it whenever. I just want to make that clear. If I have to work on something, I'm gonna do it. But if I can take my time with it, you know, I'll take my time with it. This is revision 1. Woo! I'm really happy about that. So yeah, now we have a couple things that we need to work on, things that she sent me. The way that like me and Deb have been working is I send her the mix and then she sends me stuff back. And the thing that I really like is that she's very specific about what she wants. Pull up the screenshots here. It's very detailed and we just send things back and forth. In this revision stage, there are a couple things that we need to do for this mix. So one of them is we need to add a vocal track. She sent me a new one. The actual main vocal, there's like an error with the file naming, so I was missing one track. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna add the vocal track. Another thing that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be adjusting the instrumental because it's a little bit. She was saying that the verse came in a little too late, so we're just gonna move everything back. She sent me like a reference to what it should actually sound like. I think there was just an error with the alignment of everything, so we're gonna be doing that. And then less auto-tune on the main vocal. This one is gonna be wet. It sounds so weird. Wet tracks. What? Alright, so that's downloading. We already have the thing. While that's downloading, we can go ahead and work on.
Low.
Oh my gosh, that's so loud.
Real talk, I gave all I got, I gave it a shot, and then you give up. Real talk, I gave all.
That's freaking crazy. What are you talking about right now? Oh my gosh. Felt. Bro, what the frick? Oh my gosh. This is the part that I'm kind of worried about.
Felt like on nobody to you.
Never mind, there was nothing to worry about. Okay, I think everything's good. There's no like artifacts or like weird warpy
You've been on my
bits.
mind just a little, thinking about.
Alright, we're ready to process. Keep that there. So now we're gonna start to EQ this and stuff like that. We're just gonna like, you know, copy the chain here. Obviously you're not gonna copy the EQ cuts. Use them as a starting base. It's my vocal chain, right? I initially talked about my vocal chain like in the first mixing video I did, and it's just like standard for me, right? It's nothing special, but if you want to use the exact same plugins, this is the vocal chain.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get that under control. Bro, I'm kind of hungry. Oh my gosh, I haven't eaten lunch. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's not good. This is freaking amazing. Do you hear that? Crazy. Okay, everything sounds good to me. We just had to mute or make some parts inactive. That's like ready to be sent over to the artist. Important to note that I do not send I don't make these like alternate versions unless like the final mix has been decided on. And this process could take, a couple of revisions back and forth. With Deb, it really never takes just one revision to get everything done. And in general, it's quite impossible for you to get everything right the first time. Yeah, that's a look into the mixing process, my mixing process. Again, everyone's process is different. But this is how I personally mix songs, and it's been working out pretty well for me. Hopefully this gives you some insight on another part of the production process, which is fine-tuning, mixing, making sure everything's at the right level before it actually, heads over to distribution and is just basically ready for consumption, right? This is the stage where everything has to be cleaned up. This is the stage where everything just needs to be polished before it hits stores, before it hits streaming services, and before the listener even like touches it. You could say like mixing, mastering is like the final boss of the music production process. And it's just so cool to see where you started from, this demo, or all of the problems that you saw from the beginning, and then seeing everything, all the culmination of everything come into this thing that actually sounds great. We're gonna do like a little before and after just to show you like what exactly, went down over the process.
Real talk, I gave all I got, I gave it a shot and then you give up. Real talk, I gave all I got, I gave it a shot and then you give up. Real talk, your friends are some assholes that didn't bother you at all. Real talk, your friends are some assholes. I should've ran, but I settled. You made me so sad. You didn't love me. You wasted my time. I was just a trophy. You made me so sad. You didn't love me.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this has shown you the process and what it's like working with me. Yeah, head on over to sopibeats.com. That's soapybeats.com, and just scroll over to the mixing services and fill up the form. Super easy, super simple form. I just need some general information about you and your song, and from there I'll get your inquiry and we'll start a conversation. Want more of me? I'm most active on Instagram. That's SOPI_BATS. That's Soapy Beats on Instagram. And yeah, that's that. Yeah. That's that.